Welcome to the Come Join the High Life Podcast, home of the hustlers, the innovators, the gifted, and the honorable, where we stay high on love, high on impact, high on faith, and high on energy. So if that sounds like you or what you represent, you're definitely in the right place. Welcome to the Come Join the High Life Podcast. Welcome to another episode of the Come Join the High Life Podcast. I am your co-host, Mr. High Life Films.
What's going on? And I am Tramika. How y'all doing?
Hey, we in this thing, y'all. We here. It's another day. It's a beautiful day. How you feeling today, partner?
I am feeling amazing. I mean, my week so far has been amazing. My mother just turned 45. Woo woo. We gotta appreciate our parents, because we only got one set. And it just shows me, just the gratitude and the appreciation and the love is real. And so this past weekend we threw a party for her, and it was amazing. But so far, my week has been nothing less than great.
Nice. Shout out to Mom Dukes again. Happy birthday. Yeah, it was definitely fun. You gotta definitely show appreciation to your loved ones while they're here, because we're not gonna make it out of here alive. So definitely shout out to Mom. Happy birthday. I know it was that day, but it's for the whole month. We're gonna turn out the whole month.
Oh yeah. How you feeling?
I said I'm feeling good today as well. I got my good workout in today. Something new but familiar. So this week we started going back to F45 again, and boy, I forgot what I signed up for, because they next level. Just put it that way. It's definitely a game changer. It was definitely an experience, and I feel it. And I can, one thing I can say about it, it gets my recovery speed up to like crazy. Like I can go work out. And give me about a 30-second break, and I'm ready to go again. So it's like super cool to be able to do that, and I feel real good for it. Like, it's hard getting up in the morning, but once you get up and you going and you get started, it's like this is easy. If I could get up and work out in the morning, the rest of the day gonna be a breeze.
Yeah. So what time do you get up?
3:33. And I do that on purpose to, wire my brain to get up, because I know I'm a 3 person. So the number just sticks out to me. And I got to be up by 4. We got to leave before 4:20 to be exact, to get there on time, because it's a 38-minute drive to the other side of town just to go. So look, I'm like putting ourselves out of our comfort zone. It's just showing yourself that there's more. Like, you can do so much if you just focus, if you just give yourself some props. Like, our mind is amazing. The way it works is just crazy to me. Like, it's not even gonna say crazy. It's inspiring. It just do something to me that just give it. That's why I always say put some respect on your mind, because that thing has infinite knowledge, infinite power, infinite wisdom, infinite everything. So it's just cool to be able to power up and go there and learn some new exercises. And I could feel the difference in my body. Only been going for this. Today was our 3rd day going, and I could feel the difference from before, when I was working out there, and then from the difference between going to a regular gym like a Planet Fitness, or going to the F45 for 45 minutes and get on your butt for 45 minutes. You feel me?
100%. So, there's a difference for sure.
That's how I feel for it today, and that was kind of why I wanted to have this discussion today with you, how health is wealth, and the important part that health plays in our wealth and our success and everything. So yeah. Health is wealth today. So that's what we're discussing today.
Yep. Health is wealth. Health plays a huge part in every aspect of your life. So I'm excited about this topic.
I was just going to say, it ain't only about your physical, because I know I was talking about working out, and we all concentrate, on the working out part, but it's about not just the physical, it's about your emotional health. your mental health, your
Spirit.
spiritual health. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? Like you got to be firing on all cylinders. And as humans, we don't always be firing on all cylinders.
Yeah.
And when you're not firing on all cylinders, your bank account shows. And I ain't just talking about the monetary bank account. Your health bank shows when you get out here and you try to go walk up the block and you breathing all heavy. Are you just walking and you breathing heavy? I remember times when I was filming videos for I do real estate photography, and I'll be out there, shooting the the uh the different properties or whatever, and then I go back to I have to go send it to the person that I did it for, and I go back and I listen to it, and I'm like, damn, I'm breathing like a damn. It sounds like an obscene phone call, like you know how they call. You know what you did this summer. And I was like, that ain't the move, and I could just tell, I had to do some evaluation of myself. And then there was a point where I went to the doctor and I was like this close, y'all, to getting diagnosed with sleep apnea. And that was coming from my weight. I was 345 pounds. So I was a big guy. And the doctor said, she gave me two options. She said you could either lose weight or you can get on the breathing machine every night for the rest of your life. So I tried the breathing machine for about a good I want to say 15 minutes. And I was like, I already told you I don't like a lot of people. So I felt claustrophobic. I felt like it didn't feel right. Right. So I said, you know what? Forget this. I'm gonna lose some weight. And ever since that, it was like that was like a bad thing. That was some bad news to hear. Like you can die in your sleep. That's terrible to hear. But just the fact that I said, you know what, today, the day that they told me that, I went for a walk. And I was like, you know what, I ain't finna let this thing take me out. I got kids.
I remember you called me.
I want exactly. I had that aha moment. I was like, this ain't gonna get it. Cause they tried to do the little test on me, and I couldn't even make it through the test to see if because it was just too much. And I was like, you know what? I like that first option, the lose weight option. I'm gonna try that one first. And if that don't work, then I'll come back to this and we'll see. But I can truly say that from that moment on, that really changed my life. Like it really, the outlook of my business, the outlook of my love, like everything changed because working out for me changed the game for me because it taught me consistency. It taught me how just starting doing the walking was me believing in myself. Like people think that they got to get a workout, they got to do the 75 hard, they got to get out and they got to go do a decathlon. They ain't worked out in 45 years, but they finna go run a 10K. Nah, you finna go in there, you finna do, you ain't been in the gym in 10 years, but you finna go in there and do 225 13 times. No, it ain't gonna work like that. You're gonna be very discouraged, and that's gonna kind of like kill you before you even get started. So I would just say, start where you are. If you're just tired from just walking, just continue to walk. I tell my aunt that all the time. She's older. She's 89, and I just tell her just walk. Like walk. You ain't got to run. You ain't got to keep up with everyone else. They be running past you. That's cool. Let them run. I catch up. It's like the tortoise in the hare. I'll catch up to you. You know what I'm saying? But it's just starting where you are, and it just it's good to love yourself for who you are. We know self-love, and when people that are bigger, they're like, I love me for me. I love how I am. Well, do you really?
Why?
You take off your clothes in front of that mirror. Do you be like, God dang, boy? Or do you be like, I love me. I got a good heart. No, we talk about on the exterior. We ain't talk about the interior yet. That got to go along with it. Yeah. But we're gonna be real with each other. If you look in the mirror and you don't like what you see, it's time to make some changes. If you go to the doctor and they tell you something that's gonna, shorten your life, you need to make some changes or deal with the choice that you make not to make that choice. And the only consequence is death. You feel me? And that ain't what you want.
Yeah, step by step, you get ahead, but not necessarily in fast spurts. And so I think that a lot of the times that's what we think, whenever we start something. Oh, I want to be great at it now. I want to have it now. You got to go through the process. Now, there are steps to it. You got the apprenticeship phase, We read in the book Mastery right now. You got the apprenticeship phase, you got the creative active phase, and then you got the mastery phase where you dominate as you continue to, level up. But yes, I think that health and wealth definitely goes together. It goes together 100%. And like you just said, in different areas of your life. So you're spiritually, physically, emotionally, different aspects. So even with spiritually, you're wealthy having a relationship with the Most High. If your relationship with the Most High is great, then guess what? Health is wealth in that area. If you are taking the time physically to work out, take care of your body, you eating right, you putting the right things in your body, health is wealth in that area. And that's very, very important, especially now. And a lot of individuals, they may say, hey, I'm about to go vegan. Well, is vegan the right, diet for you? Because when you think about transition, it shouldn't be a 30-day or 15-day thing, 30-day thing. We're making it a lifestyle because that's the only way that we're going to hold consistency. If you make something a lifestyle instead of just a time frame, does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I think that that's, what we're doing. That's what we're continuing to learn. And like I've been saying all year, this is the year of character and, building more character, being more consistent, discipline, doing what you say that you're going to do. And that's where all of this, comes in alignment. And then, of course, when you think about emotionally, health is wealth, you got to take care of yourself. You got to take care of your mental health, because if you don't have your head on right, you're going to have so many distractions. You're going to have so many things that discourage you. You have to learn how to stay motivated through the process as you develop to get to where you're looking to go. Things don't happen overnight, but it will happen if you continue on your path. So
bit fast. When I say you hit it on the head, I put down consistency and patience, but one I forgot was discipline. Because patience is one thing, but if you don't have no discipline, you ain't gonna have no patience.
Oh, absolutely.
Because as soon as it don't go your way, just like that, you're gonna be like, you know what, this thing ain't working. You work out, you start the year, oh, I'm gonna work out this year, for January 1st, I'm gonna work out.
Listen.
And you on that thing, you hitting it hard every day. You ain't take now day off. You in there for a month. And you looking around, ain't nobody gave you no compliment. Ain't nobody said, dang, you look slim. Ain't nobody said nothing. You know why? Because you got to get the world time to catch up to you. You got to commit this thing to yourself, and you got to go out there and act like ain't nobody paying you no mind. And sooner or later, they're gonna see changes. You're gonna see the changes before anyone, but the world's not gonna see the changes that you're making. So you got to get the world time to catch up with you, because the world is not yet enough crazy place to award a whole bunch of undeserving people, like our mentor say. You know what I mean? So to get what you want, you got to deserve it, and you got to put some hard work in. You got to be disciplined. You got to have patience, because you got to give yourself you have to be able to give yourself grace, and that's why you got to be an emotional have a lot of good emotional health. That's why I like that emotional spiritual health part, because you got to have, like you said, you got to have a good head on your shoulders when you're going through that rough time, and knowing that you got this why that's bigger than any obstacle that can come up against you. And knowing you might work out. I remember, what about that time I had started F45? Matter of fact, was it before F45? I think it was before F45. I think I was just working out, and I hurt my back. Girl, when I tell you that hurt me to my core, I was just like, that's it right there. That's it for me, y'all. Tap down.
What's going on? Why? What
tried
happened?
to overdo it. It was funny because she used to always tell me, man, forget them legs. It was leg day. And she was like, forget them legs. I was like, you know what? Today my leg day. I'm finna do this. I'm finna go in there. I was, and I hit one little move, and it just, and that wasn't a good feeling. And then I had to sit down for a while, and I was so disappointed. I felt so bad, because I had made it a habit. And now, once I didn't have that habit, now I start going back to my old ways, like not eating the right thing, eating out more and, not being mindful of what I was intaking into my body. So it just coincides, and it just goes to show you that if you off on any of these things, the bank account is gonna show. It ain't, you can't hide it, you can't sugarcoat it, you can't be like, oh, I just love me for me. It is what it is. You are where you are because you've been acting how you've been acting, and you've been doing the stuff that you've been doing, and it's not working. You know what I mean? But if it's working, that means you got healthy. You got a healthy. You're wealthy in your health. You're wealthy in your emotions. You're wealthy in your finances. You're wealthy with your spiritual. And you got to be there. You can't wait for somebody to tell you, "Oh yeah, man, you've been working out. I see it. It's good." You can't do that because if you want somebody else to tell you that, now it's like your destiny is wrapped up in somebody else's perception of success. And that ain't what it is. You feel me? So
yeah,
I just wanted to get in here and talk about this just a little bit because I know somebody needed to hear this to know that, health is wealth, man. Like, just because you out here making a big old, to my boy, I'm gonna talk to the fellas, tell my boys that's out here, you getting this money, but you got this big old belly sitting out. You're like, oh, that's my dad by, blah, blah, blah. Nah, that ain't it, man. Cause you're gonna have all this money, your money gonna outlive you. You feel me? You're gonna run out of time. You're gonna have something's gonna happen. There's too many things out here that's think about the C word. We're gonna talk about the C word that just the big pandemic. You feel me? Like literally, it almost took out all the unhealthy people. Did you notice that? You can say that it did take out some healthy people that was, top of it, but mostly it took out the unhealthy people. That's what kind of scared me too. I was like, shoot, I'd rather, get out here and my immunity is me staying healthy. And I noticed that, you know what I'm saying? Immunity is being healthy. That keeps you a lot away from a lot of stuff that other people got to worry about. You ain't got to worry about it because you're healthy and you're giving your body what it needs to fight off anything. The human body is amazing. You give us something one time and you ain't gonna get it again because we don't know how to figure it out. Our body figures out how to get rid of anything that's trying to harm us. So, health is definitely wealth. Health is something that, we got to take serious, y'all. Like, we can get all this money all you want to, but if you're not healthy enough to enjoy it, I mean, what's the use? You want to have fun with your kids and see your kids grow up and be successful. You ain't gonna be there to see it. It's gonna be, they're gonna be like, man, I wish my dad was here, or I wish my mom was here, because they died from eating the wrong things and not getting active and not feeding their spiritual self or their emotions. So they was a little off, and I suffered because of that. And now I'm suffering. Now I'm gonna teach it's just an ongoing thing. So that's why I just hope that this episode will hit somebody and they will just, if you don't do nothing but get out and go walk today, that's a win for me. You feel me? I'm gonna feel like, it was all worth it. If I just encourage somebody to get out and go for a walk today, or if I encourage somebody who started this year, on a mission to work out, and then you stop, and then life hits you or something, and you just went away from being healthy on all aspects, but I'm gonna say mostly on the physical. I hope that this episode is something that just implores you to go out there and just get back at it. Like, don't give yourself some grace. Pour into yourself. Like, self-love is the best love. Take a day. Even if you've been working out 5 days a week and you missed the day because you just ain't feel like getting out that day. It's okay. Give yourself some grace. It ain't that serious, but it is that serious when it comes to, being out here and surviving. Like I always say, do something today that your future self will thank you for. Like, I truly, truly believe that. You got to, because I don't want to look up and I'll be like, damn, I wish I would have started walking. I wish I would have started running back then, man. I would have been in better shape. It's going to only be so much of that you can do before it's too late. When I'm 70, 80, 90, well, maybe I'm going to say when I'm 90, I want to still be able to walk and move around. I don't want to have no cane, no walker. I want to be moving around. I don't want time to slow me down. And for that to happen, I got to start investing into myself and investing into, my health, my wealth, my spiritual, and my emotional.
Yes. So. And I would say to leave you guys with this, just learn who you are, right? Mm-hmm. Learn what makes you happy. Learn what makes you tick. learn, what motivates you, what gets you inspired, what keeps you going, because you're going to need stamina when it comes to continuing to go, right? Especially if you are on a mission. So continue to learn who you are. You may know who you are, but then there may be some things that change in the process of you growing. So we're continuing to evolve, continuing to learn ourselves. And I hope this episode really helps someone.
Bit fast. And on that note, I want to leave y'all with a question. And I would love for you guys to send your answers to cjthl2023@gmail.com. And my question is, how important is health to you? Like on a Richter scale of 1 to 10, and we're going to break it down into the 4 sections. How important is your physical health to you from 1 to 10? And then how important is your mental health, your emotional health, and your spiritual health? On a scale of 1 to 10, I want you guys to send that to CJTHL2023, and we're going to discuss that on a future episode of the Come Join the High Life podcast. All right.
Keep it real, y'all. Keep it real.
Keep it real. Keep it real. This is a no judgment zone, and that's the only way we're going to get better is by really doing some self-evaluating and really getting to the root of why we do what we do. You feel me? So also we have a book club. Higher Learning High Life Book Club. We meet every day, Monday through Friday at 12 noon. Right now we're reading Mastery. We're finishing it up, right? And we're about to go into Principles by Ray Dalio. So we're going from mastery to principle. It's getting real, y'all. So if you guys are readers or if you guys are seekers of knowledge and you want to be a part of a community where it's like-minded individuals that read every day, we just have a discussion every day, and we really pour into each other and check out each other's paradigms when it comes to these books and getting this knowledge, then definitely you want to tune into us. You can add us on Facebook. We have a private Facebook group, Higher Learning High Life Book Club. We're also on Instagram, the High Life Book Club. You can follow us. And yeah, so if you're a reader, if you know somebody that's a reader, send them our way. We meet every day consistently, Monday through Friday. You feel me? So Come Join the High Life podcast is definitely an extension of the Higher Learning High Life Book Club. It is the reason that we even started this podcast. It was definitely a big part of us starting this thing, and I would love for you guys to come and join us there. And yeah, so this has been another episode, of the Come Join the High Life podcast. Health is wealth, y'all. Health is wealth. On that note, do something today that your future self will thank you for. And please don't forget to put some respect on your mind.
Hey.
Enjoy the high life.